Oh, okay. I guess I am live. Hello, this is Lorelia. I am doing oh, this always happens to me. Okay, so good evening, good evening. I am doing a YouTube live. It's been a minute since I did a YouTube live tonight. I want to talk about if you see me looking down, I have notes because I want to stay on track with what I want to discuss tonight. And that has to do with unsecured lines of credit in real estate, how they work, and how they can help you in real estate. So I'm going to get started. So let's kind of discuss um, what unsecured lines of credit are, because what a lot of people don't know is that um, business funding. Let me just start right there. A lot of people don't know where business funding fall in line with real estate. Um, you know, um, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm going to kind of talk about, how it works, how it can help you with securing real estate. Of course, it can be used in business as well, but today I primarily want to focus more so on real estate and how it can help you, and how it can, help you to do more real estate deals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen to kind of, I'm going to share my screen to go over some of what I want to discuss tonight. So I'm going to go back to what I'm used to doing, and that's more of a presentation. Um, so now I apologize if anyone is on YouTube and you have questions. I will not see your questions tonight. I should have had myself prepared and had another device, but I don't have that here with me. So please bear with me if you have questions and I'm unable to help you. So if you see my screen, how to leverage unsecured lines of credit to do more deals, to do more real estate deals. I guess I need to should just add an S here. So none of this is planned. Like I said, just kind of want to have a conversation to discuss how I'm able to help people, and how it works with business credit. Um, so let's talk about just business credit, because a lot of people who come to me, a lot of people come to me and say, okay, Lorelia, what you're saying sounds good, and I would like to leverage, business credit, but what is different from what it is that I see out there in the marketplace and what it is that what you do. And so I'm here to tell you that I'm here to tell you that trying to leverage business credit to invest in your business or in real estate is not a DIY. And I'm going to explain to you why it's not a DIY. Most people that you see out here, whether it's on the internet, whether it's on YouTube, are helping you to build business credit. And I know you're saying, well, okay, Lorraine, well, what is that? When they say they're helping you to build business credit, what they're telling you is that they are going to help you create net 30 accounts. They're going to help you to get vendor lines of credit. And they may even help you get a credit card. They may help you get a Navy Federal credit card. They may help you to get a PayPal card. Any questions? Okay. They may help you with a Navy Federal card, a PayPal card, maybe even a Capital One card, and so that is called building business credit. Nothing wrong with it. Hey, if that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for, by all means, it is out there for you. What I do is different. What I help people to do is get access to cash and credit business lines of credit that are accessed within their business. It's a whole different dynamic. How do you currently take the business that you have now, your real estate investment business, whatever you're doing in real estate, and be able to leverage that asset that you've created to get access to cash and credit lines? That's what I do. So that's why you don't see here on this channel, I'm not doing, hey, I'm going to help you get a Navy Federal card. Hey, I'm going to help you get a PayPal credit card. Did I help people? Did I talk about the PPP? By all means, I did talk about it, because I understand that it was a need in the marketplace. The lenders that I was working for rolled out PPP lending as well. So that's what gave me the opportunity to talk about it. But outside of PPP, outside of the pandemic, outside of the EIDL, assisting people with that, that is not what I do. I do not help you build business credit. That's why I tell people all the time. I have people who I have recently had a consultation 2 weeks ago, and you can always tell when people are like, they've heard a lot of stuff on the internet, and the lady was like, well, I don't know if I'm really in a position to be able to get, the vendor lines of credit that I'm going to have to get to build. That's not even nothing that I teach. Like, I don't do that. I don't help you build vendor lines of credit. That's not what I do. So I told her, it sounds like what you're doing is you're mixing information. And that is not, what I do. So that's why you have to be clear on what it is that you're looking for. A lot of people do not know how. That's why I talk to people on a daily basis who have the trifecta. They have the business, they have good credit, they maybe even invest in real estate, but they still don't know how to take what it is that they have and be able to get that business entity the ability to secure cash and credit lines for their business. By all means, if all you want is $1,000 credit card, you go ahead and get it. That's not what I do. I don't help you get a $1,000 credit card. I don't help you to get a $5,000 credit card. That's not what I do. So I clearly want you to know that there is a difference, and I'm going to type it here, in building. And like I said, I'm kind of going right off the head with this. Building business credit versus structuring, I should have been up here. Structuring your business to get credit and cash business lines. Totally different, lines of credit or funding. It's totally different. It's a whole different ball game. That is why, I tell people all the time, what I do, I haven't even seen it in a marketplace. I haven't seen people do it. What I've seen people do is what I've talked about before. I've seen people sell people on business credit. I'm going to help you get business credit. And like I say, it's nothing wrong with that if that is what you want. But what I'm doing is I'm doing something that's much deeper. How do you structure your business to get cash and credit lines of credit to do more real estate deals? That's a whole nother dynamic. Why it's another whole dynamic? Because at the end of the day, no one wants a whole bunch of net 30 accounts. You can't get an account at Staples to help you to buy a house. That's not going to help you. You can't get an account at Quill and Uline to help you in real estate. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is add another sheet. Let me see. So now let's talk about what is unsecured. So what is unsecured credit? Okay, so what is unsecured credit? This is credit that is extended to you by a lender, and it not secured by an asset. And so some examples of that would be, it would be the vendor lines. That's the net 30 accounts. I mean, that it is, don't get me wrong, the vendor lines of credit, that is unsecured credit, but it's not gonna buy you no real estate. And I know one may say, well, my business credit guru, told me that if I build my Dun & Bradstreet in my NAV account, eventually I'm going to get to the credit. Okay, I'll wait, like that's what I'm saying. Like, do you want cash or credit now, or do you want to wait? So we got vendor lines as a type of unsecured credit. Then there is personal and business lines of credit. Now let's talk about that for a second. So I talk a lot here on this channel about leveraging your personal credit. I'm not one of these people who advocate for you to build business credit or to get access to business credit without using your personal credit. The reason why is because if you want to get somewhere fast, if your ability right now, we're in the best of times, even with the doom and gloom around us, there is going to be a big opportunity that's going to come in real estate, a very big opportunity. And do you want to be on the other side to be able to take advantage of that opportunity to get access to buying real estate? If that is you, now is not the time to build a gazillion vendor trade lines and all this other creative stuff that people teach people on the internet to get really to what you want, which is the real estate. If you're saying that your goal is really that I'm looking to get to real estate, then you investing in vendor lines of credit is not going to get you there. So that's why I'm big on strengthening your personal credit. Because if you have a strong credit profile, if you notice, I didn't say score, because it's not just score. For the last year, I've talked about how you have a lot of, these credit tricksters. They're able to do some creative stuff with credit, and they're unable to get access to any credit. And that's why, I've had people who will come to me and, oh, my credit score is this. And even though their credit score is in the 700s, they're still unable to get any access, anything, because they don't have a strong credit profile. So if you notice, I said, you need to have a strong credit profile, and it has to do with the types of accounts you have, the mix of credit, your financial behavior. All these things are being measured by AI. Like, the days are gone when you can kind of trick your way to getting credit. Like, those days are gone. Anyone who's teaching you that is really just a waste of time. That's why I said that what I do is much deeper. Like, I get it. Some people are not interested in learning nothing. They're more so concerned with, I'm just trying to get some quick, credit. And I don't care how I do it. I don't care if I do it illegal. I don't care if I do it legally. I just want access to it. and I'll worry about, the rest later. And if that's you, then what I have to offer is not going to help you. So going back to what I said, personal lines of credit. What is that? Personal lines of credit is your ability to leverage your credit to get a line of credit. I mean, where you can go to a lender, and a lender, based on your credit history, your credit past, your financial, you know, um, your financial background, they will extend credit to you. Now, there's a lot of factors that's playing part. Now, the thing is that since it's unsecured, it's not secured against anything, meaning that it's not secured by, with an asset. So you don't have to worry about, well, do I have to worry about do I have to currently have real estate? Do I currently have to be invested in real estate to be able to get a personal line of credit? No, you don't. There are lenders out there that will give you access to credit, a personal line of credit, based on your personal credit profile. If you notice what I said, your personal credit profile, not credit. What I'm doing a lot of right now is I'm getting away from score. The reason why I'm getting away from score, because I'm noticing is that with the lenders that I work with, they're not looking at scores no more. They're just not. Decisions are not based on scores. Do it play a part? Yes, but there are other dynamics too. I think I did a video not too long ago here on this channel where I talked about, FICO and what FICO is doing to be able to measure your financial behavior in order to get you to have lenders to extend credit to you. So that's the personal line of credit. The business line of credit works the same way. Is your business strong enough to be able to get credit extended to you, and there's no type of liens that's placed on your business? You don't have to have a UCC filing against your business. It's based on the strength of the business owners and the business, meaning how much revenue is being brought into the business. Keyword, how much revenue is being brought into business. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that your ability to get true business credit, which people are really looking for. I want business credit. I just want my business to be able to get the credit. I don't want to leverage my personal credit. Then you need to have a strong enough business. And what I'm noticing is that most people don't even have a strong enough business. They're running a business that's not generating any type of revenue, no type of income. And then they're mad when they can't really get true business funding. That's all going to change, because that's what I'm showing people how to do. How to be able to strategically take your business and structure it in the sense of where you can now get access to lines of credit to be able, loans, lines of credit, credit cards, to be able to leverage in order to invest in real estate. And then the other unsecured credit, all these things popping up. Okay, I don't want this. Why is this popping up? Okay. Is credit cards. And I know you may be wondering, well, Aurelia, credit cards, I thought you just said that, you don't help people get one credit card, that they can pretty much do that themselves. Understand what I'm giving you, and I'm explaining to you what is unsecured credit, because a lot of people don't even know what makes up unsecured credit. But credit cards is also part of it. Now, this is what most people are able to get for themselves. I'm going to be honest with you. If all you're looking is for one credit card, save yourself your money. Go right on the internet, put in business credit cards. There you go. See if you're able to get a credit card. If that's all you want. If that's all you want is $1,000, maybe even a $500 credit card. Okay, I think I have a question or two. Hey, hi, okay. Hey, how you doing, Curtis? Okay, I see you're on. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by credit cards part one, but okay. With that being said, back to the credit cards. So what a lot of people don't know, especially when it comes to acquiring real estate, what I'm able to do is help individuals get multiple credit cards. Yeah, I'm past that now. Yeah, we're not talking about types of credit, your credit profile. So I'm able to help people get multiple credit cards in their business name to invest in real estate, multiple credit cards. And I'm not talking about having you to apply, hey, go to Navy Federal and then go to Wells Fargo and go to Citibank and then we're just going to guess and we're going to fill out these applications and we're going to see what we can get, and it's just a toss up. That's not what I help you to do, and that's what I need to be clear on, because a lot of people are still wondering, can they do this themselves? And I'm gonna tell you, trying to get access to unsecured lines of credit within your business is a very difficult DIY model. And I'm not saying a person can't learn it, but the thing is that you don't have relationship with lenders. Understand there's a difference in, and I know I sound like a broken record because this is what most people think that I do and what's in the marketplace. A lot of people out there are telling you, hey, go here to get credit. Nothing wrong with that, because a lot of times people wouldn't even know that those entities existed. But that's not what I do. I don't think no one should just, I'm not going to have nobody I don't work with nobody and say, hey, just go there and try to get a credit card. What we're going to do is put together a plan and a comprehensive plan to be able for you to acquire real estate within your business using secure lines of credit, because this is what a lot of people don't know. Different lenders offer different products. And what happens is that unless you know the product suite that a lender is that they're known for, what happens is that you can, let's just say you just want a line of credit. I just want a line of credit. I want a business line of credit. But you go to a lender that does credit card financing. They're not going to sell you a line of credit. They're just not. They're not even going to tell you they're not going to do it. What they're going to find out what it is that you want. Oh, you said you wanted access to money. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, you want access to money? I can get you that access to money. Now, they're not going to tell you that they don't do lines of credit. They're not going to tell you they don't do term loans. They're going to get you what you said. And so what happens is that's what happens with a lot of people that come to me, is that they'll go to someone and they'll go to a lender who didn't have their best intentions at heart. Nothing wrong with it. Because see, what a lot of people don't know, and this is where, it comes in with what I do. That's why I tell people I'm a consultant. Lenders get paid with getting you the credit. They don't get you no credit. They don't get paid. They're not going to sit on a phone. They're not going to educate you on how to get access to funding or access to lines of credit to be able to invest in real estate. That's not what they do. So the same way you can go to a lender who only does term loans, but you want credit card financing, they're not going to tell you that. And I know I know the smarty pants are saying, well, I can just go look on their website. Like, I can just go on the website and see. And my thing is, If you could just go on a website, and this is what I tell people, if it was just that easy, then why were people still having problems getting PPP funding? Why? Why were people still getting problems? It was on a website, it was right on the SBA website. I did plenty of videos on it. The reason why people were still unable to get the funding that was out there within their business, it was because the business was not structured to, huh? Oh, thank you, Miss Cooper. Yeah, their business was not structured for them to get the funding. Like you really during the pandemic and people trying to get PPP funding really revealed who is running a real business. Like that revealed everything. Because what happened was that when you needed documents in terms of being able to estimate what your taxes were going to be, even if your taxes were not done, you should be able, even as a business owner, like I get it. Some people are like, oh, my accountant does it. I get it. But if you're running your business where you don't see your accountant to the end of the year, believe you me, when that PPP funding came and it came smack in the middle of tax season, your accountant is not in no rush to get you your documents together so you can get that PPP funding. So what happened was you had a lot of people who were supposedly business owners, but when it came to getting their funding, they didn't know what their numbers were. They didn't know how they didn't know how to estimate what their tax liability was going to be. And I'm not talking about those. I know you're saying, well, Lorraine, I didn't have any employees. No, I'm talking about you still needed to know if you were going to have a profit. Because remember, even if you were a freelancer, even if you were a solopreneur, even if you were a gig economy person, even if you were just a sole proprietor, you needed to know what your 2019 numbers going to allow you to produce a profit. That you don't need an accountant for. If you are truly running a business, and if you're running a real business, you should be able to by looking on your smartphone, going to your computer, putting in some information and know what your numbers are to be able to put into that system in order to get your funding. But of course, we had a lot of people who weren't really running businesses because the whole pandemic revealed everything. You saw the people who were really running a business and people who was just trying to run a business. It is what it is. And that's the same way it goes with funding. See, people want to get access to funding and they don't even know what their numbers are. They want someone to give them statement. Okay, let's see. Exactly. Thank you, Curtis. Yes. And not even a business plan. I'm talking about financial statements. What's your balance sheet? What do you have a profit and loss? That's why I said if you wanted PPP funding and you are solo, I'm not talking about those who had employees. I'm talking about most of the people who were out here running around with their, like a chicken with their head cut off. They were a lot of people they were solopreneurs, not trying to be insensitive, but I really want people to understand the difference with having an advisor and a consultant working with you and you just trying to figure this out yourself, because I was swamped with people who just didn't know what to do. People were trying to go to their bank and get funding, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to go to your bank and go out there and get the PPP funding, there's no problem. What a lot of people didn't realize was that when they did that, the banks clearly said on their website or when you called that their customer service reps had no time to ask any question, to help you with your PPP funding. So now here you are, a solopreneur, a gig economy person, a real estate investor, You're flipping houses. You may even have you may even be a wholesaler. You did some deals, or maybe even you're a buy and hold person, and now you wanted access to the PPP. Yes, 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 it does, because those who were using those tools, accounting software, a payroll software, was able to get the funding that they were looking for. And that is the difference between, oh, I'm going to help you get a Navy Federal credit card, and you know, that's different than you structuring your business to be able to get funding. I'm gonna tell you right now, all the businesses that I talk to that reach out to me looking for funding, none of them are structured correctly. They just aren't. What a lot of people didn't realize is that certain entities were unable to get funding. Did you know that? People didn't know that there were certain industries that were not getting PPP funding. And that's the same thing with real estate. There are a lot of lenders out there that are not lending to you if you are in real estate. So then you're wondering, well, the credit gurus, yes. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Curtis. Yeah, the credit gurus are running out of hacks because what they realized is AI is unveiling a lot of stuff. Because what's happening is that the hacks that they were teaching people were either putting those people in binds, like you'll be surprised how many people, grown folks over the age of 45, and they've bought into those credit hacks, and now they are 10 or 15 years behind in terms of trying to get access to credit because their credit is, started off from being a baby. So going back to what I said, so you're a real estate investor, you're trying to get access to credit lines, and then you learn that there are lenders who will not lend to you. Did you know that? That's right. You can be in the field of real estate and and have lenders who will not lend to you. So then one may say, well, really, then I shouldn't even, I shouldn't even bother. And the whole point is, no, there's things that you need to do. You have to have your business structured in a certain way. It needs to be structured to be able to get you the funding that you want. That's why I told people I'm not just saying, hey, I'm going to help you get a Navy Federal credit card. I don't do videos like that. Like I'm not doing no videos on, I'm gonna help you build a whole bunch of trade lines to help you build business credit. That's not what I do, and I'm not going to just, share with you, credit companies out there that can give you credit. I feel like, there's somebody out there that's doing that, and that's their place. What I want to do is really, because I noticed that people are able to get the best advantage when they're structured correctly. I know that for certain. That's why clients of mine had no problem with getting the SBA funding during the pandemic. Clients of mine, because they were structured, and that was those who were coachable. Do people who come to me, are they coachable? A lot of them, yeah. Some of them are, but some aren't. Because what I notice is that a lot of people aren't willing to put in the work and the work and the discipline that it takes to really maximize what it takes to really catapult their business to get the funding that they want. A lot of people just want to know, are you gonna give me some fast funding? That's why I tell people, if you're under the gun, like, oh, I got to get some funding right now, like I ain't got no time to wait. I'm not your person. Go to a broker, because I tell people there's a difference between a loan broker and what it is that I do. My goal is not to try to get you funding fast, because most people are not structured to that, because I don't run a transactional business. A transactional business is that, I got people just coming through the woodwork, and I'm just running their credit, a running the mill type of operation. I'm running their credit and trying to see, okay, who's got the right credit for me to get the funding. Because what a lot of people don't know, the statistics in the industry is that 60% of the people are not qualified to get funding. Those are the stats in the industry. I didn't make these numbers up. This is the lenders that I work with. Last week did a whole week training, and from Monday to Thursday, and they gave us the industry stats. 60% of the people, of consumers that try, or business owners who try to get funding, will not qualify. Only 40% are actually in position to get funding. So that's why when a lot of people, they try to do this themselves and they're dealing with loan brokers, they don't realize that they're really not getting the personal one-on-one relationship that they want. And a lot of lenders, and then when they get turned down, a lot of lenders give them the real cut and dry answer of, you don't have the right credit. And so what happens is that they kind of leave it with that. So I'm 40 minutes in. Let me see, any more questions? No, if I don't have any questions, I know there's a delay. I know I got about four people on. If there's any questions, I'm going to give it a minute or so. And if I have any questions, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to try to do these at least once a week. If you're watching this and you weren't able to get it live, what I suggest you do is we can continue the conversation, because I'm also running from my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group. You can find it on Facebook, Credit to Cash Flow. If you put in the search. Okay. Okay, thank you, Curtis. I have my assistant here, my daughter. That's what y'all. That's what y'all hear. But if you want to continue the conversation and talk about, creative ways of how you can use unsecured. Thank you. Oh, Ms. Cooper. All right, thank you, Ms. Cooper. So if you're in my, like I said, want to continue the conversation, my goal is to do these at least once a week, where I'm doing the YouTube live. Thank you, Ms. Cooper. Thank you. But if you want to continue it, you can go to my Facebook, and if you want to learn more about me, you can go to helpmegetbizcredit.com. If you want to schedule a consultation, and we can talk about how you can leverage and get access to cash and credit lines within your business, how to structure your business to get cash and credit lines to invest in real estate as well. Once again, much different than building business credit. That's not what I do. There's someone out there in the marketplace who does that, but it's totally different than what I do. I do not do, I'm going to help you build business credit. What I do is I help you to structure your business to get access to credit and cash lines of credit. Because at the end of the day, people want the credit, people want the cash. They don't want to spend time with vendor lines of credit, and that's the code that people are trying to crack. How can I get access to be able to get the credit and cash? So next week, what I think I'll do, and I think this will be very good, I'm going to show a case study, a real estate case study. I didn't want to throw everything in tonight because I have a lot of stuff to share, but I think next week I'm going to do a case study. I'm going to really show you on or visually how it works, like how someone can take unsecured lines of credit, loans, and be able to invest in real estate. So do we have any more questions? So thank you, everybody. Like I said, my links will be below this video. If you want to go to my Facebook group, it's credit to cash flow. I'll try to put the links below this video once processed. So thank you.